Are you really going to do that? I mean, does that intuitively make sense to you that you're like, man, I need to go get a bunch of more cows because I'm dumping milk out into a field because I have no place to go with it. So what ends up happening, right? There's a gap in production that takes place, just like anything else. There's that gap in production of new cows not coming to the farmer. He doesn't, it's just like, I'm not investing in new cows if I'm not getting the price for milk, or if I can't sell my milk, or I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell my milk, right? And so that gap in production leaves like a space in which that there is not enough cows producing during that time. Obviously, you can produce more cows and like beyond that gap, but that gap occurs, right? And that's what I believe is going to be happening here towards the end of the year, is that we're going to start experiencing milk shortages for that very reason. Now, whatever the mainstream media comes up for excuses, I can't tell you what that's going to be. They're probably going to blame the Canadians on it, right? Because there's a lot of, like, I guess, dairy trade that happens between Canada and the United States, and so they're probably going to end up blaming Canadians. I don't know why I say that, but it just gives, like, they got to come up with some excuse, and I think they've already used that one in the past, so I think it's just another one that they can just rehash up, and I'll go see if I can find the articles for that one, too. I'm not trying to pick on Canadians. I mean, I do believe that is a real case, that there was a tariff issue that took place between dairy farmers and the Canadian government or something like that. Anyhow, these are the things.
You coming back to you.
This is what's going to be the food shortage coming into the future. Is the exact same, like, you know, you just have to look. You just have to look at the. You have to look at like the current event that is taking place and what kind of ripple event that will have from that. I mean, we were watching the videos of the onion farmers, like, basically dumping out all their product because they didn't have any place to go with it. Well, then we had onion shortages. Well, guess what it did? It rippled around the world, and now the price of onions in the Philippines is expensive. See how that? I mean, it just kind of falls on down the line. This is the thing about studying the supply chain. It's not as simple as people want to just say, oh, it's just a matter of just producing more and just go do it. Well, that's easy enough if you think about going to the store and buying it. But when you think about, like, something like lumber, where you have to not only, like, go to the trees, cut the trees, haul the trees to the lumber mill, the mill it, then haul it all the way back to a distribution network, which will then distribute it all the way out to your retail stores, which will then break it all the way down so that you can buy one. I mean, there's a lot of processing going just to lumber. You can imagine what it's going to be like for everything else out there, especially when it comes to something like dairy cows or chickens or something like that, where you actually have to raise the product first before you can actually get the product that you want from that thing. Right? I mean, that's like, it's this is happening out here, guys. All right, getting a little off there. Uneducated economist, you guys let me know.
Commercial scale. So that implies when you're having fun. Yes. Yeah. But yes.
This is exactly what it feels like. So I get back to New York City from California, and my only priority was to start to make YouTube video games. That was my only focus. YouTube videos. And it was great, because with that focus, I could get a lot of videos done. But this studio space was a mess. I hadn't fixed it since I left 3 years ago, and that's fine. I could put it on the back burner, but eventually it would have to be addressed. So just before the holiday break, I was like, let me start at the studio. I'm not saying it was a bad idea, but I definitely bit off more than I could chew. I can't make videos and do construction at the same time. My brain doesn't work like that. My brain works like this. So here are just kind of 5 random things that I'm trying to focus on right now. And the problem with my stupid idiot brain is that when I focus on any one of these things, the others go dark. Now, I know this problem of focus is not exclusive to me. Although it does make me think that all those counselors in the 5th grade that told me I needed to start taking pills so I could pay attention, they may have had a point. But my point here is that rather than trying to break up my focus and multitask and do a bunch of things at once, why not simply embrace this? Appreciate that while I may not be good at doing a bunch of things at once, I'm really good at focusing on one thing at once. I've never been better. I'm gonna come back. Any of you OG vlog fans remember this door? Hello. Hey, I'm here. What's your buzzer? The elevator's broken? What is this?
I found it in a box.
Is that for sale?
Wow. I thought you were putting 500. I thought it was
Hey, look at it. I brought all this from Chinatown. So, does it feel good to be back here?
That's a hard question.
It's an awesome space.
It is a good space.
So Candace tried to work out of my building how many times? One day? One day, and then freaked out and quit. And then she got, last week, this space back, which is the space she used to work out of how many years ago? 8 years ago? Candace, what are you going to be doing?
I don't know.
Well, what do you need me to build in here for you, Candace? What is today's distraction? I mean, of course. Yes?
This isn't 6 inches.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think you measure wrong. Oh, just relax.
Kind of the perfect ending to a story about lack of focus. Neither of us read the email. This is very funny, but Candace and I, what are you doing? Candace and I had couples therapy tonight, marriage counseling, but the marriage counselor canceled yesterday, but neither of us read the email because we lack focus. Is that forced? No?
I can't do it. I can't even think about it really. I don't like
What
that.
do you
That's
like?
Critter's
Do you
the same.
do you like Point
Critter-
Break? Do you like the movie Point Break?
I love it.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be in that bank robbing you. They shouldn't be robbing that bank, but they're there.
Wow, what an interesting connecting a Point Break reference. The thing is that here's what I like, and only in porn. Okay, it needs to have an interview before, like an
Okay.
honest, frank interview.
I like that.
I like that.
And it's got to be like it's got to be like up and comers or like an auditioning kind of a thing. They have to be new, right? And then when the penis enters the vagina, I have to read in their eyes that they're questioning their decision.
Oh, you're Yoshi.
You know what I mean?
You're
So,
Yoshi.
so when the penis goes in, you have to see in their eyes, Mom.
The doubt.
I made a mistake. you know.
That's
So
so
then-
much
and then-
worse than anal.
You want the psychological,
Yeah,
like.
I
shit.
need psychological. Oh, that make it a very big mistake. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then sometimes like, I can't say it. No,
No, say it.
I know what it's. No.
Say it.
No.
You already said it.
No.
Say
Is
it.
it about children or
Say it.
animals?
No.
Say
Then
it.
you
You
can
better
say
say
it.
it. I'm gonna get drunk and beat you. You better say it.
Sometimes
Say it, man.
I have this one where like
Yes.
it was an improv situation, right? Where he's like hard having sex with her,
Okay.
and he kind of just hits her like as hard as he can across the face.
With his
Oh, I
dick.
love that.
No, with his hands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Austin gets
Right.
that all the time.
Yeah.
But then her reaction was like she didn't like it. Number one,
Like, why did you do that?
and number two, like it hurt. Like you could see the redness in her face.
Mhm.
And number three, I nut so quick. Once you hear the slap, nut. You know what I mean? And it's like whenever that happens, I feel like I'm an evil person.
Nah, there's a lot of the slaps in porn have gotten harder over the years.
Yeah.
And that helps you jerk
They've
off.
gotten harder over the years, but they're getting softer again. Like,
Oh.
I've been shooting for a lot of companies that are like,
No.
no more face hitting.
Right.
Wait,
You're
you
gonna-
do porn?
What are you, a fucking
you
retard or
joking?
something? She's the #1 porn star in the world. She got the best porn star for the Sex Awards.
Yeah, but I
She's
don't
got performer
I don't
of the
do Asian. I don't
Oh,
look
you
at
jerk,
like.
you jerk off
Mine's
to
more like.
white. You jerk off to
Well,
white
you
girls.
like new girls. I'm kind of old.
Oh, you jerk off to amateur porn.
Yeah, stuff like that. So I'm
No, it
not.
sounds like you like casting couch type stuff, right?
Well, yeah, I like Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm
She's
informed.
taken 2 dicks in her pussy and her vagina.
Ass.
Ass.
Dave.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Not only in my pussy,
I
but
meant-
in my
I
vagina.
meant her ass vagina. That's what I meant.
So what would I have to look up if I wanted to see your stuff?
just
my name.
just
Best
look up,
ever.
Just look up sex. Just look up porn.
Greatest ever goat. Right.
Oh, thank you, Critter.
Okay. Well, then I'll jerk off to you then.
Okay,
I mean,
thanks.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say.
Well, her
What do you
Yeah,
say? What do you
that's a
say? I don't know.
no, I work with her, so I don't. It feels weird to watch him, but
Yeah.
she all her movies win awards. So
I think I do have one with you in it then.
Oh, you do?
It's a creamy one. Do you do the creamy kind?
I've done creamy ones.
Yeah. And is there a black guy in it? Have you done black guy?
there's always a
I've
black
done
guy.
black
I
guy.
have one where it's creamy. It's
Wait,
creamy.
but I've never done a creamy with a black guy.
Maybe it's a white guy, but is the cover like because I throw away all the box. I buy DVDs. I don't watch it online.
Wow, you guys are totally the same person.
But do you
Where,
know why?
wait, where do you buy it? Circus of Books?
Well, no, I used to go there, but do you know why? Because number one, I don't like it grainy. It needs to be high def. It's got to be Blu-ray.
Why? I don't
like that.
understand why anyone would ever want their porn in high def.
Because
Like, I don't get it.
I want to count the freckles and stuff.
Why?
You really like that?
Yeah, I don't like
But,
it blurry. It's like
But porn is a fantasy. Like, why wouldn't you want it to be all, like, soft focus?
Yeah,
and,
VHS tapes 80s was
Like,
the
don't
best.
you want the girl's skin to look perfect?
no, I don't. I want to
You want to
see.
see her.
Yeah, I want to
her
see the
acne
bruising. I
and-
want to see the acne. I want to see all that. Because it's a human being, right? I'm not fucking an avatar from Pandora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
And,
like,
and you know, I put up a picture last week of Kayla, and everyone was like, "Oh, nice boob scar." It's like, dude, boob scar is like the new like small pussy lips. It's like, it's everyone has them.
Yeah.
And
Boob
like
scar is totally.
you just grew up on seeing boob scars.
Yeah.
Into it.
yeah, I mean, I just like high def everything.
Really?
Yeah, if I want to, if you're watching a movie, do you want it in high def?
Honestly, I cannot tell the difference.
Well,
I
then that's
really
you, then,
can't.
not me.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I watched Austin's porno because I was like, Jesus Christ, what the? It's because it's really weird for an Asian chick to win Performer of the Year.
Oh,
and
that's
all,
great.
All this stuff, and she gets brutally slapped, dragged around, thrown like a rag doll. I mean, it's really harsh. It's a real harsh thing to watch. You would nut in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but now that I know where I can't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do it.
You know what? I feel like I'm losing a lot of viewers from this podcast.
Really?
Like every day, someone writes me like, "Oh, I can't watch your porn anymore."
That's bullshit
'cause
there.
I feel like I know you.
That means AKA they're jerking off even harder to it.
I hope so.
Like I met Ash Hollywood. You know
Yeah.
Ash? Yeah, and she's a really nice girl. And I was doing my friend's movie, and she was there. And after I met her, and we talked all day, I just
Yeah.
didn't masturbate to her anymore.
Yeah, she's really nice.
Yes,
I love Bobby. He's like, yeah, I did a 69 when I was 13. I did little Euro kisses on the tip of his dick. But, I can't jerk off. I don't want to say I jerk off to a girl. She got slapped. Oh, I just said that. Look, that's the same thing as the anal thing. The slapping is like the new anal. Like every porno has anal now. So it's not as.
I just don't like it.
Right. And
Slapping's okay.
yeah, when you see it, it's shocking because you're like, oh wait, weren't they making love? And you just.
I have another one too that I have.
Do you like that in your life?
No.
You don't like to slap and.
No, I'm seriously like 1940s white dude.
Really?
Just missionary.
You don't talk?
And just no.
You don't
I
make
just,
jokes?
I just go up and down like this, and then I just nut, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
No talking. No.
I don't say nothing.
What if they say talk?
Do you make any noise?
I'll laugh if they say something. Like if I'm having sex with a girl and they
I
go,
think you'd be a big talker during
"Ooh,
sex.
baby," I'll go, "Don't do that."
Do they say that when you fuck groupies, or are they like make me laugh while you're fucking them?
No, but it's like because I'm a comedian, when they look at me because they've seen me in something,
Right.
they'll giggle,
Right.
and then it's like, "Oh, not now."
Right.
Not because I'm naked and, you know,
And
you're
he's
looking at my
hurt,
doughy
but
body.
no.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I had sex with this, I had sex with this girl with another comic. Well, I've done
Whoa,
that a
what?
bunch of times.
Yoshi?
That's cool. Wait, like a DP or just a?
Yeah, I've done all kinds of
Whoa, cool.
Oh, you were in the butt and you were the anchor? Or what? Who was the other comic?
Two other ones.
Oh.
Well, I've done it so many times, but
Wait, a guy comic.
I one time was in Vegas with a guy named Aaron Cater, who's had specials and stuff, and a guy named Brian Keith Etheridge. He's a producer now, but back in the day, I played Riviera, and we met these two sisters, one fat one, one skinny one.
Take the
And
fat
then-
one.
Yeah, I took the fat one, and I was having sex with her in the butthole. The only
Wait,
reason
why?
I'll tell you why. Because in this specific situation, no, it's like when I had my
She's
the first,
pregnant.
no, when I had my dick in her vagina,
Uh-huh.
I didn't feel anything. You know that whole old saying, throwing a hot dog in a
Yeah,
hallway.
yeah,
It was
what
like
was that?
Yeah. And then I didn't know where my friend Brian was. He disappeared. You know what I mean? And then I felt something tickling my butthole, like a feather, right? And I turned around and there's no one there. It was like a paranormal activity kind of situation. I literally thought it was a ghost, right? And so then I kept doing it, and then
Hold
now.
on, were you on drugs?
Yes, I was. Yeah, that was
Okay.
when I was using. Yeah, and then I felt something even harder, and then I go, that's something, you know. And I looked down. He had crawled underneath her body, right, to eat her vagina while I was having sex with her, right. And it was distracting. I was losing my my heart on, you know. And then I go, get out of there. He goes, well, she likes it. And then
Wait, so you're in her butthole and she's eating her pussy?
yeah.
So she was in doggy.
So
She was
every
a doggy style. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
every
yeah.
now and
So
then,
the butt
Oh,
juice
that's
is
the
running
best.
down into her vagina, and he's eating.
and every now and then his chin is touching your balls or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I pulled out real quick, and I jammed it back in, and my
And it went in his
penis-
mouth.
No, it went against his right eye.
Oh my God, did he get pink eye?
What happened? We went to breakfast afterwards, and with the two girls and Aaron and Brian, and I look across from the table. I look at Brian, and his right eye is completely closed shut. No, I swear to God, with a yellow adhesive, like binding it together.
You gave him pink eye. You gave her the
I
butt
gave him
juice.
an infection, so then we had to go to the hospital. It was so embarrassing.
Oh my god.
Every once in a while, that'll happen. Like especially when I was using drugs. I don't do it in sobriety. I haven't done it, but like when I was back in the day.
And everyone just laid off the skinny chick.
No, they did her too. I think I did her a couple times too. It was like a 5-hour, no condom either, which is gross, right?
No, that's the way you're supposed to do it.
Well, Koreans can't get AIDS. So. It's a myth. Yeah, have you met a Korean guy with AIDS? Ever? We're unbreakable in that way.
That's actually very true.
They just
You
kill
don't really
themselves.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because of the shame?
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
kidding? The parents, the dad would.
Wait.
kill.
So let me back up. So, because her pussy was so loose, you went to anal, which you hate.
I hate it. Yeah.
But
But
it was-
imagine that.
well, I'm a huge fan of dry pussies and giant vaginas. Like it's the most. Oh, your pussy's so tight. Oh, it's so wet. It's like so what? Like
Yeah,
dry pussy, way more friction.
Yeah.
It feels fucking great for me.
Yeah.
And loose pussy, awesome. You could just hang out forever.
Yeah. But I have things to do, you know?
I don't.
I can't do 2 hours. I mean, you know what I mean?
I like just hanging out in a loose pussy all day and night, dude. It's like
45 minutes is like, I gotta play GTA 5 right
like you know when you go to a buffet and like they eat the buffet like really quick, like it's going somewhere.
Yeah,
I go like right at lunch when it switches over to dinner, and the buffet gets like $10 more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a loose pussy. You just go in there and you're like, oh, if this was tighter, I would have came like 5 minutes ago. But now I'm just like sitting in the green room.
But David, but the thing is that you know that I'm a 42 and I want to get married and stuff, right? So it's
I
like,
think that's bullshit, dude.
why?
What's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
3 years.
White girl?
They all last about 2-3 years.
White girl?
The last one was Hispanic. She was great. I made a mistake.
Do you have any preference?
Yeah, like what's your type?
Do you have any preference?
It's not about a look.
No, I mean like
It's
you
about
like.
the pussy.
No, it's about all the things I mentioned.
Yeah, but
before.
does it matter? Asian, white girl?
No.
You don't give a shit.
What was the mistake with the Mexican?
Yeah.
I think I was premature about. And she's engaged. And she's gonna get married.
Wow, this is about to turn into another dating show. Ladies, if you're out there listening, you heard the criteria. Oh, maybe we should set her up with Saley.
Definitely.
One of my
Who
best.
also has a list much longer than yours.
Really, she crazy?
In the best way.
Yeah.
Like in what way though?
In a good way.
Just tell me what ways, and I'll let you know.
She's an artist. She's one of my best friends. She's cute.
Okay, I love art.
Yeah. Actually, this might
Yeah.
work
God.
out.
This is so
What
helpful.
kind of is it? She does the oil on canvas.
I don't know. What does
She
she do?
likes to be. No, never mind.
I know a guy. One of my best buddies is Kevin Christie. No, he's an artist.
Kevin Christie.
Mhm.
I don't know
You're
that
high above.
I don't know that much about art. High above. What the fuck?
Well, you're like.
You're like Van Gogh.
What does that mean?
Van Gogh.
Yeah, you're. Luke Chua, do you like him?
What would you
You
just
don't know
say?
Luke Chua? You know this is his name?
You know who we like? We like Sean Chow.
Sean Chow.
This motherfucker. He made a look. He had a wart on his knuckle that just got cut off.
That one right there.
Yeah, and it's growing back.
Yeah. What happened?
This guy made a.
I don't know. I just kept playing with it and it kept growing.
He made
How
a.
come you haven't said anything all day?
Oh, he's trivia at the end.
Oh. Hey, how long does this go?
What? Are you trying to get out of here?
No, I don't want to get. I want to stay here forever.
Oh yeah.
But if you go for another like 30 minutes, can I just have a couple drags of a cigarette and come back?
Here. Why don't you have a drag of cigarette and then we'll start interviewing Bill,
Yeah.
who you rudely interrupted
Oh,
when you.
oh,
No.
sorry. That was you. You're the guest too. I thought you were a part of it. Oh, sorry. I'll go. Yeah, interview Bill.
Go smoke,
I'll go smoke, right?
and then come back.
What happened to the white dude the Mexican that brought me in?
He's probably out
Okay.
there.
All right, I'll be back in what?
The Italian.
Wait.
I'm back in like
Is he talking about
Are you going to do drugs right now?
He's talking about Biz Tab.
Okay. You gonna
By the
smoke?
way, American Spirits, total drug cigarettes.
Are you gonna smoke or are you gonna take a shit right now?
I don't have to poop. No, I don't poop today.
Okay. All right.
Some days I don't poop.
Hurry up and get out of here so we can start talking shit about you. Bobby Lee, there he is.
I'm coming back.
I know. That was cool.
Yeah. He's funny.
Sorry, Bill, we rudely interrupted you. We were right about to get into it with the Pooner. So let's just jump into it. For those of you who listen to Koreans Gone Bad, they know Bill Poon, the original blogger, yumyumcha.com, right?
Oh, really?
Bill's like the first person. How old are you, Bill?
How old am I?
Yeah.
52.
Bill's 52, dresses like he's 17 years old. Always baggy jeans and like an oversized T-shirt. If you see him from behind, he always looks like a chubby high school kid, but then he's a grown man. He's a full-grown adult. He's one of the first guys I've ever known that blogs, like from like 20 years ago.
Damn.
And he blogs about all the shit you're supposed to blog about, like some cute chick that he saw, food, movies.
Will you blog about me?
Yeah,
Okay,
of
cool.
course. You didn't see him take the picture already?
I thought that was just for his personal
So
fun.
Bill's blog, yumyumcha.com. And then, I've ran into Bill here and there over the years. Used to work at Giant Robot. I think you got hired at MySpace to be the guy that, like, catches chicks that show their tits.
Yeah, I was part of it.
And then you got fired for, like, doing creepy shit, right?
Yeah.
And
What creepy shit? What did you do?
Sexual harassment.
Oh, duh.
Sexual harassment.
That covers so many things, though.
Did you see how
I mean, that covers rape.
You raped someone at MySpace?
No, I did not.
Did you see how embarrassed Bobby got when he admitted that he likes the slapping part of the porn?
I know,
was
that
like,
was kind of
dude.
endearing
I was like, what the
almost.
fuck's wrong with you? So known Bill on and off for years, and Bill lives in Chinatown, and your parents passed away, and they left you an apartment building where I think the arrangement was there's like 4 units, I think, and you live in one of them.
5 units.
5 units, and Bill lives in one. So Bill has a pretty, he doesn't have to work. So then whenever I see Bill here or there, I'm like, hey, Bill, what are you up to? And I thought it was a joke because my little brother's friends with you, and he said, oh, Bill transports horse. Like, he drives hookers around off, what's that?
HX.
HX?
Well, it's Humaniplex.
Humaniplex. It's some horror website. And I was like, that's what, is that a joke or something? He's like, no, like, it's a real thing. Like, the whore gets from, all these girls that don't want to drive or don't know how to drive. He comes, picks you up. He's got the gloves and the jacket like Gosling from Drive, and in a lot of ways it reminds me of Spiegler, who
My favorite person.
Spiegler is Asa's favorite person in the world, her best friend. And when I interviewed Spiegler, I was just like, come on, because when you meet
Spiegler is a porn agent.
yeah, the number one porn agent. Like, every girl that wins an award cries and they don't thank God or their parents, they thank Spiegler. So when I met Spiegler, to me now, he's like the cutest guy ever. But
yeah,
when you see him, he's sort of like a greasy, like, fat dude, and you're like, oh, this guy's up to no good for sure. And I was just pounding him with questions of like, you definitely fuck these girls, because some of them live at his house. I'm like, you do creepy shit, and it's no. Complete professional. And that's the same thing I got from you.
And he also has the same thing where it's like, he doesn't need to be working. He already retired.
Yeah.
And this is he just likes doing this.
Yeah, he loves it. It's a passion project. And same thing with you. Like,
he likes being around women, and
the energy.
he just likes it, yeah.
And so when I met Bill, I was like, Bill, what? If these girls can't pay, you get blowjobs from them? And he's like, no, I have a job, and that job is to transport this girl to get to her John, to fuck him, get back in my car, and I take her back home. And you take your job seriously, and it's not a joke. You're the fucking man. You're the poor transporter. And Asa started using Uber because she lives in the valley, and it's like,
it's just like, I hate driving, because usually I come here after like I've been like running around all day, and
yeah. Where did I run into you?
We ran into each other at Bowling Crab one time.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I just ran into Bill randomly, and I was like, this isn't me saying, oh, Asa's a whore. Like, it was just.
well, I am.
No,
I mean, I get paid for sex.
No, but I was like, Bill likes female energy.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. He drives.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that'll be cool. We can just hire Bill to drive Asa back and forth. So today was your first day on the job of driving Asa to DVD.
DVD. Can I just say?
Well, let me just say this before you say your thing. We're like, is he going to be, like, I forgot. We had a discussion of, because when I get picked up in a cab, and sometimes I get a really friendly cab driver.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, the weather's great. What are you?
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to get to my hotel and don't talk to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I should tell Bill, like, don't make eye contact with her. Just pick her
Because
up.
for the most part, I'm the same way.
Exactly.
I'm very like, I don't want to talk. I just want to like think my own thoughts and
Right.
be on my phone.
You're on your way to a very important podcast.
Right.
You want to
save my voice.
You want to save your voice. You want to get into the game.
And I am usually like that.
So I was thinking of maybe. Did I tell you don't talk to her or any of that?
No.
Oh, I forgot to say that stuff.
Thanks.
But so then it was like, will he do that?
Right.
And so.
And let me tell you. So I've had the worst fucking day today. Okay.
What happened?
I woke up. I got my period. And I just remembered I'm not wearing a tampon, but I'm on my period.
Can't wait
It's
to smell
okay.
the seat.
Photographer. I'll just get some toilet paper later. But no, I've had the worst day. Like I woke up early just so I could go to yoga before I run my errands, and then traffic was bad, and I missed my yoga class, and then I had to go to the gym, which took me an hour to get there, and then I didn't have time to run all my errands and whatever. It's just been like a horrible fucking day, and I was in the worst mood, and then I got home and I got in a fight with Tony because I was being really grouchy.
Over
And
what?
it's really stupid because like I'm prepping for an anal day in 2 days,
Okay.
and I haven't shot a scene in like 2 months. just because I just started this new contract, and then there was a moratorium, and like between one thing and another, I just haven't.
You know about this AIDS
I
shit
haven't-
and porn? It just ended. There was an AIDS scare now. It just
Yeah,
ended.
and we weren't shooting for like 3 weeks because of it. So, anyways, between one thing or another, I haven't shot a scene. Like, I haven't performed in like 2 months. So I'm like almost over preparing for my anal scene on the 17th.
Okay.
So I'm like starting.
You're
to
ready
take
to
all my,
just blast back into the business.
Yeah, but like I'm like taking all the right supplements and stuff. Like I drink psyllium husk and I mix it with orange juice. But I hate orange juice. Okay, I only like it if it's freshly squeezed.
Right.
And this is something I feel like
Pulp.
I talk about this all the time. Pulp. So I asked Tony to. I forgot to go get oranges. So I asked
Oh, you're
Tony.
like making it yourself.
Yeah, like I only like freshly squeezed orange juice to mix with my psyllium husk for my anal scene. So I asked Tony to go out to get oranges, but somehow that got lost in translation, and he comes back with orange juice, which I fucking hate,
Right.
like Tropicana orange juice.
Sunny D.
So like I'm like, oh, I don't have time for this, and I'm freaking out, and I have to drink this in the morning, or else it's not gonna work, and blah blah blah. So anyways, it's just been a horrible fucking day. And then I got in the car, and my bad mood instantly gone.
Really?
I love Bill. Like, we talked about hookers the whole
Are you
way
hard
here.
right now?
No, like it's amazing. Like you
What the
completely
fuck, motherfucker? You trying to roll in on my shit? Me and Austin talking about hookers. That's our thing. You better fucking stay back, bitch.
But he has like a third perspective
Right.
because he's
the
on the
driver.
business end. Yeah, like we just talk about our feelings on hookers and like, you know what I mean?
Looking at him in the rear view, like driving like this.
No, I sat next to him.
Oh.
They always do.
No, I thought the hookers sit in the back so they could like change.
That's weird though. I mean, it's one thing if you're in a cab.
No, but also if he's driving a hooker to see someone and she's like changing and getting.
Actually, now that I think of it, usually with a driver, I do sit in the. I don't know, but there's something about Bill that I immediately felt really positive about. Like I asked him, I was like, "Can I sit in the front?"
Well, he's old enough to be your dad. He's 52.
I don't know. Oh, really?
Yeah. Is it like a fatherly thing?
I don't think so.
Bill has the elder statesman thing because he's older than us, but he's also the bro.
I don't think it's a father thing. I mean, we talked about hookers the whole way here, so. I don't know, but I was instantly drawn to you.
Thanks. But side note, most of the girls are already dressed when they go to their alcohols, so they'll get to change for that.
Bill's the fucking best. I know you haven't really talked much because it's just me also telling everyone how awesome you are.
We're used to it.
But I had lunch with Bill down the street, and at the end I was like, "What's up with you, Bill? Romance, this and that?" He's like, and I'm pretty sure this isn't how it works, but he blew my mind. He's like, "I'm about to get out of the friend zone," and I'm like, "I'm pretty sure the girl decides whether you get out of the friend zone or not." And he's like, "I'm gonna put
Like
my."
I'm jumping out of the
He's
friend
like,
zone.
I'm taking myself out of the friend zone. I'm like, pretty sure I know how that one goes. So he has a friend that you've been friends with for years, and you're tired of it, over it.
Right.
I'm in love. I want to fuck you. I don't want to be friends anymore. And I was like, Bill, come on, man. Are you that gullible? And then he said something that pretty much I do also, which is time wears us down. It's the time. I was like, this motherfucker. He's like any guy that you hear go, oh, I'm in the friend zone with this guy, and everyone knows. It's like, oh, that's the guy that wants to fuck that girl, and she's never gonna fuck him. It's like the time is the great equalizer. The age, it wears them down. They date all the shitty guys. They have a couple of divorces under their belt, and then they're sitting there and they're like, "There's Bill, always
In
there
front
for
of me all along.
all
Too
along. He
laggy.
was there for 20 years, just being